I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack. Always get caught up in.
Hey y'all, I know y'all missed me. I've been gone for a good minute. My channel is like in the making because I was posting like Call of Duty gaming things, but like I don't have enough subscribers for them to tell me if that's something that they want. But I wanted to have like a multi-theme channel. Like I want to have gaming, vlogs, pranks, story time, Speaking of story time, today is going to be the story time about my first fight in 6th grade. I'm not a fighter, but I do get very much angry very easily, and I have a bad temper, but I'm not willing to just be fighting. Like, I haven't got into a fight since 6th grade, and I'm in 10th grade. That was 4 years ago. But yeah, I don't have no video because at my school, normally when anybody fought, everybody would record it. But I guess because it was so unexpected that nobody recorded, and the fight didn't last long because I don't know. But okay, so basically in the beginning of the year, it was this girl that I met. We gonna call her Sneak Disser, okay? And then we had a mutual friend. We're gonna call her Two-Face, okay? So me, Two-Face, and Sneak Disser, we just used to always hang around each other. Me in 6th grade, I wasn't the popular girl that everybody wanted to be around. It was kind of the opposite, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. Cause I don't mess with people like that, and people don't mess with me like that. End of story. But so me and Sneak Disser ended up like being best friends. And me and Two-Face, we wasn't best friends, but she hung around her, and then Sneak Disser hung around Two-Face, and Two-Face hung around Sneak Disser, and Sneak Disser was my bestie. So Two-Face was around me sometimes. So me and her became friends. So in the beginning of the school year, it wasn't much. It was just us being besties. Always together at lunch. Cause you know, in middle school, some middle schools, we don't have different different classes. We have one class that goes to all different subjects. So that's how it was. We was always together. So we used to sit by each other. We used to be at lunch together and all that. So after that, y'all, listen. I don't even remember exactly because it was in 6th grade, but it's not even moving. So, and then if they did have a video, I don't even talk to nobody from 6th grade no more. Yeah, I don't. I see like a couple of them on Instagram and stuff, but I don't be talking to them. But yeah, so for some reason, like in the middle of the school year, me and her stopped being besties. I don't remember what the reason was. I don't know. It could have been the reason why we fought, but I don't remember because it was 4 years ago. So I just remember.
Warning, headphone users. I am telling you, if you have earphones in, either take them out or turn them down.
I just remember we ended up getting back besties. Oh my goodness. I just remember we ended up getting back besties. And oh my God. Anyway, I remember we ended up getting back besties. I don't remember what the reason was. I don't remember when it happened. But it was a little bit after we stopped being besties. So this is when everything took a turn for the worse. Listen, this girl used to, and then something happened. Okay, so we gonna put a story time inside of the story time. So we ended up getting back besties. We were supposed to be besties. And we were like, she was being weird. I don't know. Me, I'm not one to talk about people. Not really. Like, I don't have no reason to talk about you, so I'm not, even if you do me wrong, because I really don't care. So we were in class. We was in art class one day, and I just kept hearing her talk, like saying stuff, and I'm like, because she was known kind of for like talking about people behind their back and then lying to their face. So like the whole time, like me and her was besties. After we had fell out, we got back friends. After that, she was just being messy. She was sneak this and she was starting stuff with me. And listen, I'm not scary, but like when I'm about to get into a fight where I feel like I am, my adrenaline gets to pumping, my heart gets to beat, my stomach gets hurting. I don't know why. I think it's just some nervousness, but I still handle my business though. Don't get me wrong, cause I ain't scared. I'm just, I don't know what the word is, but. So she was just sneaking. She just kept sneaking. Every day I was hearing somebody coming to me. Did you say this about me? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, first of all, ever since me and her became besties again, me and her don't even talk like that. We see each other whenever we see each other, exchange a couple words. And ever since we became back besties, it was like the only words we exchanged was me asking her, did she tell somebody else that I said this about them when that wasn't the case? Because first of all, and then it was when we was in 6th grade, it was this group called T Squad. And it was like, I don't remember how many girls it was. But, okay, so we got, what's the name? Then it was her, then it was her, then it was her. I don't know, maybe it was like 6 girls. I don't know, but they was real popular. Like the whole school knew them. Well, all the kids that was old enough to, you know, communicate. I mean, not communicate, but, you know, and 6 through preschool, I don't know where it was, but 6 through preschool. You know, the kids that, you know, could communicate with 6th graders. So, and then I was there at that school since 4th grade. So I knew them. But the girl that I was besties with, or so-called besties with, she only came in the 6th grade. So she wasn't there for 3 years like I was. So I knew these girls, but they ain't mess with me like that, because they was popular, and they just, I don't know, they just didn't talk to me like that. And I used to be the type that always wanted friends and just wanted to talk to the popular girls. I was cool with, it was like some girls who was guilty by association. So like the girls that knew them or was close with them, I was friends. One of them is my cousin. So one of them that was close to them is my cousin, so I used to always be around her sometimes. And I used to go to her house and everything. But yeah, so like the girls from T Squad would come up to me asking me, did I say something about them, or was I talking about them, and that would just start a whole nother thing. So I'm just like, it's only be coming from one person. So I go ask Sneak this, so I'm like, so you just telling people that I'm talking about them? And she like, sometimes she would be like, I didn't say that, and sometimes she'd be bold and be like, because you was. Because this is what she would do. If I asked her when she not around, the people that she told that I was talking about them, she would be like, I didn't say that. But if I ask her around the person that she tried to lie to, she'd be like, because you did say that. And I'm like, girl, you sound dumb. These girls don't know me from a can of paint. So what do you mean? Because why would, I don't know them and they don't know me like that. Like we've been in school for 3 years, but you can be in school with somebody and not know them, because I didn't know them like that. I just knew that they danced. That's why the teacher said they danced. And mostly everybody in 6th grade danced, including me. And I was just as good as them. But that's another reason I tried to stay like trying to get into that group and stuff like that. And it just, listen. For me at that school, it was just so stressful. But yeah, so like she just like days and days passing, and it's just more and more people coming up to me asking me, did you say this about me? Was you talking about me? So I'm like, at this point, this girl keeps just going to people. And then I found out that Two-Face was doing it too. And I'm like, see now, me and Two-Face is a big girl. She was short and fat. And I'm just like, listen, I'm not finna deal with you, baby girl. No. She just, listen, I keep almost saying their names, like, but she just didn't get the picture. Like, she just, I guess, I'm gonna say her name. I guess Sneak Disser was telling Two-Face the things that she was telling other people. So then Two-Face decided to take it upon herself to go tell the people. And I'm like, how was y'all telling people that I did anything when I'm not even talking to neither one of y'all? Neither one of y'all. Because y'all both guilty by association, so I'm not about to talk to neither one of y'all. What? I just want to know, why is y'all telling people that I'm saying stuff about them? And I always, this is what I always say. Anytime anybody walk up to me asking me, did I say something about them? I said, if I have something to say about you, I will say it to you, to your face. To you, where you can hear me. You can see my mouth. You can see my face when I say it. I'm not about to sit here and sneak this. What am I doing that for? I'm not scary. Not at all. I don't care how big, short, tall, fat, skinny. I don't care what size you are. I'm not scared of you. Win or lose, I stand my grounds. So she just kept pulling. Like, she just kept poking and pulling and poking and pulling. I'm like, listen, baby girl, if you don't stop, it's going to be a problem. Now listen, this was my first fight in 6th grade. I don't fight. I think that was my first fight ever, to be honest. Like, before I got in school, I got into a little couple scuffles on the playground like that. But that was my first fight. That was my first and last fight for now. Because people be trying me. I don't be trying. I don't be having it. I don't. I almost fought somebody in 9th grade. I can tell y'all about that too. I might do story time today. But I'm gonna have to add to my friend from the video. So I just know after I just completely cut them off, they were still talking about me, but I didn't care because it was like, I know what's true and I know what's not. But you know, in the beginning when she first was doing it, I was getting irritated because I'm like, bro, I'm tired of people keep walking up to me asking me, am I talking about them having beef with me, silent beef with me, and I don't even talk to them like. And them 2 girls was the only girls that I really talked to. Like, I talked to a couple other people, like me and them was cool, but I didn't really talk to everybody in class. But so fast forward like a month or so. So my teacher, I don't know if I should say her name. Well, my reading teacher, my ELA teacher, she's a cheer coach, and I was on the cheer team. So that was just double trouble at that point. So I was in her class, and she had this, you know how some middle school and elementary school teachers be having candy in their classroom, like to give out to the kids who answer a question or did a good job and stuff like that. So my teacher had a big old candy thing, and I guess because I was one of the last people in her class, because I be taking years, like I be wanting myself to be organized, I be wanting to have everything I want, I be wanting to have my lunch, I be wanting to make sure that my desk look fine, so when I come back I can find everything and it's not messy and all that stuff. So I was one of the last people in her classroom, but she didn't think nothing of it because it's like, what am I gonna do? I mean, well, it's the snack bucket, but I wasn't thinking about that. So I forgot something in her classroom, but I didn't realize it until like a little bit after we had went to lunch. So I went to lunch, come back, and the candy jar is empty. So I'm already like, oh my God, if anybody see me in this room, they're gonna be like, oh my God, she took the candy. Da, 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 I seen her run. So little do you know, somebody come. So after I go back in the classroom, see the thing, and I get whatever I needed, I leave. So little do you know, somebody come down to the lunchroom like, Miss Such and Such said that her candy jar is empty. She said somebody went in her classroom and took her candy out the jar. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, hopefully nobody see me come out her room, because that just make me look guilty. Even if I didn't do it, that made me look guilty. I was like, oh my God. So this girl, so I get called to Miss Wallace. Oh well, y'all know her name. I get called to her class, and she called me up there, and she in the hallway, and she just questioned me. She like, do you have my candy? Was you in my room? So as she just questioning me, like we in the police station, I'm sitting here like, bro, I don't got your stuff, lady. So then she asked to check my pockets or somewhere. She asked me to pull my pockets out. So I pulled my pockets out. There's nothing in my pockets. And then I had a coat at the time. And I guess she thought I had it in my coat. So she told me to take my coat off. And I remember this perfectly, but I know what I'm talking about. She told me to take my coat off, and she asked me to pull out the pockets, or like put my hand in the pockets or whatever. Or she did, one of the two. And I had my book bag on at the same time. So she wanted to, I think she asked me, was there anything in my book bag? And I said no. But she could have checked it, I remember. But no, she didn't check my book bag because, yeah, she later on called my grandma, and my grandma checked my book bag. Like, they really thought it was me. So I'm saying, like, who told her that it was me for her to be, like, on my case like this? Like, on my head, she was not playing. Like, she really thought I took her stuff. And she's like, you're going to have to buy me some more candy, da, da, da. And I'm like, I'm not buying nothing, sweetheart, because I didn't take the candy. And to this day, she still believes that I took it. To this day, she still believes that I took it. Like, I went up there when I was in. Was I still going to my other school? I think I was in high school at the time. I don't know. But I know I went up to the school, and I seen all my teachers with most of them, because it was parent-teacher conference that day. So I don't know what happened. But I was talking to her, and she was like, something stole my candy. And I'm like, you still own that, girl? I didn't take your stuff. Because they never found out who did it. They sent out a whole investigation, like, but come to find out, Steve is the one who told the teacher that I was in her classroom and I took the candy. She gonna say, listen, in 6th grade, I didn't have shoes like that. I only had 2 pairs of shoes. It was these wedge heels, like these little boots, and then it was these pink and black gym shoes. This is how she got caught in her lie, but they still believe that I took the candy. She told the teacher that she heard my boots, my heels, click-clacking on the floor. That day, I wore the gym shoes, so I was like, but the story time on the missing candy, that's in the third time. If y'all want to hear it, then I'll tell y'all, even though I've told most of it, but it's still more to the story. Because it's a lot. Like, they really thought that I took the candy. So, fast forward. After she did that, I confronted her. I'm like, so you going to sit here and tell the teacher that I was in her classroom? She's like, because you was. I'm like, okay, you're right. I was in there. But why would you tell her that I took that candy? She's like, because you did. I heard your heels. I'm like, I picked my foot up, and I'm like, sweetie, do you see what shoes I got on? I got on no heels. This girl got to her say, You switched your shoes. I said, what do I look like in 6th grade bringing another pair of shoes to school? It was not even winter or nothing. And then neither one of them shoes was winter shoes. So I'm just like, okay, so at this point, you're just trying to find any way to make me seem like a suspect, which was not the case. So fast forward. After this, she just got worse. She just kept telling me, I'm talking about them. So after that, I just cleared it all. I got up one day in the class and I'm like, listen, whatever she telling you, I got in trouble too. We both got in trouble. Whatever she telling you, whatever she's saying, I'm not saying nothing, because listen to me. If I had something to say about any of y'all, and it was mostly the girls, if I had anything to say about any of y'all, y'all would have heard it. Excuse me. So everybody looking at me like, oh my God, because like it was a lot of people that didn't like me over her, like saying stuff that I didn't say. So after that, I guess she decided to stop telling the lies or whatever the case may be. So then she just started sneak dissing about me. And at the time, we were supposed to become back besties. Listen, I don't know that. I was in 6th grade. We came back besties. Or friends, whatever the case may be. So, this playtime is long and it's probably, listen. just hang in there. So, I'm like, okay, whatever the case may be, it's over. So we became back friends. Not besties, friends. Because I wasn't having it. I'm not about to sit here and call nobody my bestie. I shouldn't have been calling her my friend after she did what she did. But, so I'm like, okay, we friends. But at the same time, I still wasn't talking to her because I still wasn't messing with her like that. Like, it was just, like, why would you even fix your mouth to even try to, no, don't do that. So, I just remember, one day, we in the hallway, and I hear her talking, I'm saying her like y'all know who her is. Her, every time I say her, I was talking about Sneak Disser, my so-called bestie. So I hear Sneak Disser talking to Two-Face, and I'm like, okay, that's not my business. So then I heard my name, because mind you, it's me, Two-Face, and then Sneak Disser, because Sneak Disser didn't want to stand in line behind me. I don't know why, but. So I hear them talking. So mind you, my nosy self, I'm listening. And then I heard my name. But I still wasn't trying to cause no scene. I wasn't trying to get in trouble because in that school, as soon as you fight, I go straight to the office. Call me. Then my alarm went off at the same time. That was not even a move. But, yeah, sorry, my lips was crystal. But we stayed in the line, and I'm just hearing them talking about me, and I'm just like, I ain't want to cause no scene because you get into a fight, you go straight to the office, and most of the time, even if you didn't start the fight, you get suspended. So, I'm just hearing them talk about me, and it's just building up, and it's just building up, and it's just building up. I'm just getting so irritated. So, we argue. I don't remember what class it was in, but we argued we was going to the class. So we on the way to art class, and in this class, I didn't like the teacher because I don't remember her name. Like, her name was retarded. Like, if somebody from our school, y'all know what school I'm talking about because I said the teacher's name. Somebody from our school, if y'all know what the art teacher name was, please tell me. But, so we go in to her class, and we argue. We going at it. The teacher like, move. So one of us moved. And that was it for the rest of the day. I'm thinking when we get to the art class, she's gonna keep going. She stopped, and I think it was because Two-Face was kind of like geeking her head up, like saying, "Okay, you can fight her tomorrow." Da, 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 da. So me, whole time we was arguing, beefing, whatever the case may be. I never bring up no fighting because I'm a fighter, but I'm not a fighter. Like I don't know. So fast forward to the next day, and at the time I don't even think we had phones. Actually, yes we did because I had an iPhone 6S Plus. Yep. Because first I had an Android, and then I had an iPhone, and then that's when everybody wanted to be all up on me. And I was like, that's good. And they did the same thing to this girl named Savannah. That's her real name. That's my friend. She came to school. She had a 7. And everybody was on her head. I'm like, back up. Y'all is irritating. But Savannah goes to the school that I go to now, Renaissance. So they just, I don't know. They was just being real sneaky. And then at the same time, it's like y'all being sneaky, but y'all making it so that I can hear y'all. Like, what is y'all doing that for? So next day roll around, we just arguing the whole day, like having little cat fights. And listen, I couldn't take it no more in our class. This is when it all went down. So we in our class. The tables is like weird, and when we was besties, we always sat near each other, and we always was like loud, talking, loud. So the teacher moved us. So it was me and a table with like probably like 2 other boys and a girl. I don't know. This was 4 years ago, like I said. And it's her. So it's a table where I'm at. It's another table. It's her table, and then it's another table. It's other tables around us, but I'm trying to show you, like, she was like this from me. I don't know what happened. I forgot. I think that she said something, and I was tired of it, and I stood up and I said something back. So we arguing loud to where the whole class heard it. And baby girl, this girl used to get beat up. Like, she stayed fighting with somebody. Like, she got beat up multiple times. She got beat up by my friend Imani. That's her real name. She got beat up by a couple people. I don't even remember the money though. So Sneak Dish, we just arguing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Two-Face all in Sneak Dish's ear. I don't know what she was saying, but she made it seem like she was trying to tell her to sit down, but she wasn't sitting down. So she was probably in her head trying to tell her, swing her head, blah, blah, blah. So, but the whole time Two-Face was being Two-Face, I didn't have no proof. So I couldn't really say nothing. But Sneak Disher, me and her just arguing. We just arguing. Like the whole time we just arguing. The teacher like, hey, you sit down. So then Girlie decides to get up on her seat and walk towards me. So I stand up because you're not about to think you're about to swing on me while I'm sitting down. None of that. So just as she like approaches me, before she gets like right in front of me to where I can swing on her, I wasn't going to, because I was taught just to avoid being a suspect and just to avoid getting in trouble, don't swing on nobody first. But at the same time, it's like, it really depends, because somebody can swing on you and that can be a deadly shot and knock you out. But we was in 6th grade, and the girl, she couldn't fight. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna put my hands on her. She put her hands on me, then that's when it's gonna go down. So just before Sneak Disher got in front of me, to where our arms could hit each other, Two-Face out of nowhere grabbed her and pulled her to sit back down. And the teacher running over there to get her too. I'm like, okay. So either that was to make it seem like you all big and bad and you need a teacher and somebody else to hold you back, and I'm just standing here. I'm just sitting there. Me, I'm not a loud person. Whole time we was arguing though, she was the one yelling, and I'm talking calm, because anytime I'm arguing with somebody, I'm not about to sit here and yell. That's stupid. I'm not about to sit here and cause a scene. What you causing the scene for? You just want everybody to see it so they can break it up. No, that's not what we're doing. So whole time I'm sitting here like this. This is my arms folded. I'm sitting here like this, like just standing there. I'm just talking calmly, and I'm like, I don't remember what I was saying. But she was just saying like stuff like she was gonna beat me up, she and this and this and that and this. And she's still accusing me of talking about people that I wasn't talking about. And I'm like, girl, sit down. So the teacher and the other girl put her and sit her down. That was it for the time being. But I still hear her over there talking about me, and she's still just talking about the situation, I'm like, girl, shut up. So I said one thing to her, she said something back. And I think she's about to stand up again, and Two-Face pulled her back down. So after that, I could be telling the story a little bit wrong, because like I said, this was 4 years ago. I don't know how many times I'll stress this, but this was a long time ago. So I remember this vividly, because this is the only one part that I remember perfectly fine. So it's time to leave class. Now, you know in middle school, in our middle school, we had to walk in lines. We had to stand in lines. So we in the line. And for the first time since we've been in beef, it's me. Two-Face went nowhere to be found. I don't know where she went. But it was me, Two-Face, and it was this boy that I had liked. So it was, not Two-Face, it was Sneak Disher. So it's the line. We in like the endish middle. It's me, Sneak Disher, like this, me, Sneak Disher, and then it was, no, listen. It was me first, Sneak Disher was behind me, and then it was the boy that I liked behind her. And I remember this because I remember his face when I turned around. So I'm just standing there, nothing said to her, none of that. I turned around a second to see who was behind me, but after that I turned back around because I wasn't paying no attention. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't know what possessed her to do this. Now in 6th grade, my hair was heat damaged. I was flat ironing my hair every day, so my hair was like, I'm gonna find a picture and I'm gonna insert it. But my hair was, it was in the process of falling out, like and getting broke off, because I flat iron my hair every single day. So my hair was like, it was a style that I used to always do. It was like, my hair was short, dog. It had just got tied. It was like, I'm giving up, and it just fell out. But I used to style my hair to where it would be like a side part, and then all the hair, most of the hair would be over here like this, and then the rest of it would be like this, and the back would be down. So I just know out of nowhere, she yanks my hair, and I for a second I hesitated. I'm like, do I really want to fight her? Do I really want to cause problems and possibly be suspended? Wait, rewind before this. Because remember I said the day before she was like threatening how they was gonna fight me or whatever this. Well, not day. Sneak Disher. So that morning before we had our class and all that stuff happened, that morning, I don't care if y'all call me a snitch or whatever, because I wasn't trying to get in trouble. So I don't do that no more, because that's dumb. But in 6th grade, it was just like, I was not trying to get in trouble or suspended. So I went to the office and I told them, I said, if I get into a fight today or anything like that, y'all know that it wasn't my fault. And I told them exactly what happened. I told her that she keep messing with me, she keep picking with me, she keep telling me that I'm talking about them, she keep talking about me, So I told them. They didn't do nothing about it. So rewind back to when we in line. She pulled my hair, so I hesitated for a second. I'm just thinking in my head like, I thought she didn't just pull my hair. So this is exactly what I did. I fixed my hair, even though it looked crazy anyway. I fixed my hair. I turned around. I grabbed her ponytail that she had at the top of her head, and I went like this. I swung at her from the side. I don't remember what. Listen, when I fight, I black out sometimes. I can't even. And this probably not gonna be a good story time. Probably just gonna be talking. But I just know I grabbed her ponytail. I turned around, grabbed her ponytail, and swung on the side of her face. She turned her head. Like, I hit her hard, like she almost fell as I jumped. Then after that, after I swung at her, she swung back on me. But like, her hits don't hurt. And girl, your hits don't hurt. What did you call that? I think she wanted to fight me. I think because I've been skinny all my life. and she's not thick, but she's built like real good from her legs to her waist, and then she had little tits, whatever the case may be. So I don't know, maybe she just thought it was gonna be okay to fight me or easy to fight me because I'm skinny. No. So I grabbed her ponytail, I swing on her. She stumbled a little bit and she hit me back. All I know is we end up on the floor, rolling like tight jump, rolling because the way it was, we was fighting in front. The art room is like in this hallway where the lunchroom and the gym and stuff is at. So we walked out. When we walked out, and we were standing like by the lunchroom. But the lunchroom door wasn't by the lunchroom door. This is the lunchroom door, and the hallway like follows it. We was like here when we started fighting. We rolled all the way to like the corner of the lunchroom door, and we fighting there. And I just remember banging her head on the wall, on the floor, and then I think I scratched her or something because she was scratching me, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. But I blacked out most of the fight. But when I came back, like it's a reality, I'm just hitting her face, in her stomach, in her chest, and I black out again. Come back. And I get up, and I'm looking down at her, and she's sitting on the floor like this. Her face all red, scratches and bruises and stuff. So by the time I come back, soon as I get to look down at her, because I can barely see her face, but as soon as I get to look down at her and I see her on the floor like this, looking all disturbed, somebody grabbed me. At that point, I went to swing on that teacher because, no, I think it was my teacher, Miss Richmond. It was Miss Richmond, and then it was one of the lunch ladies. Miss Richmond grabbed me so hard, bro, and had me by my shirt like this, bro. I wanted to swing on her because I was like, bro, you're not about to handle me. You're not about to manhandle me, bro. That's what you're not gonna do. I don't care if I just got into a fight or not. You're not about to manhandle me. Not at all. The way she was like grabbing my shirt, I'm like, girl, you better chill out. But at the time, I was still heated. I was still in the heat of just fighting, so I didn't care. But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, bro, why did you grab me like this? So I'm like, okay, well, I just fought, so I understood. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just walk with her to the office. So the lunch lady took her, and Miss Richmond took me, my science teacher. So we walk into the office, and I was the first person to go into the room. So mind you, that morning when I had told that she was trying to fight me, or whatever the case may be, I told that to the what's it called? Not the vice principal. What is it called? You know how it's the principal and then it's the, I don't know, but yeah, her, the other principal. I told her that morning, but I didn't tell the actual principal. The principal name is Miss Kim. At this point, if I told y'all what school that I go to now, I can tell y'all that the school was Shucks for technology and arts. Yeah, that school. That's school I went to. Pretty sure 9 times out of 10 the people that I'm subscribed to, they don't live in Detroit. But if y'all know what that school is, yeah, I went there. Yeah, so I go in there talking to Miss Hockenhall. That was her name. Talking to Miss Hockenhall, and basically I'm explaining to her. Now me, I angry cry. So like when I'm angry, I cry. People take that as a weak sign, but no, it's really because, baby girl, if I don't cry, then I'm gonna rip your freaking skin off of your body. Like, no, I'm very much angry. I'm very much violent. I don't care. Like it's only, but I'm not just violent just to be violent. I'm violent when it's a cause to be violent. Like, yeah. But I was still like very much little, and I was just, I don't know. That fight was so weird. But I go to the office, and I went in there with the mindset, I'm about to get suspended. I was mad. That's another reason why I was crying. So I'm in there telling her what happened, whatever the case may be. And I'm sitting here crying, and I was trying my hardest not to cry because the girl that I just fought, she was sitting right outside the door. It was like this weird little, I don't know. The office is weird. The office is weird. But like, it was when you first walk in, it's like a little gate. You walk in the gate, then it's like a little table thing, like a part of the wall, and it's a shelf on the first side. And on the other side, it's like a little desk where the chair is at. She was sitting right there, and the door to Miss Hockenhall office was right there. So I was in Miss Hockenhall office telling her what happened. I'm sitting here crying, whatever the case may be. And I'm trying not to cry because the girl outside, and I don't want her to think that she beat me up, and I'm just mad or crying or whatever the case may be. So I guess Miss Kim, the principal, heard me crying, and she, I guess she knew what happened regardless, because when a fight happened, I mean, they're gonna tell the principal and stuff. So Miss Kim coming here, and she on tip, like she really finna cuss me out. So before she got to, like, she first started like, why is y'all fighting? Then Miss Kim was like, but she did come in here and tell me this morning that it was gonna be a fight, and the girl was messing with her. So I ended up getting let off with a warning. I think it wasn't even like I didn't get suspended or nothing. I didn't get in trouble at all. They let me out the office, and I went straight back to class. It was just straight like that. But the girl, I walked out the office. This girl's face was red, bruised up. She had a scratch. Her eye was turning like a color. I'm not saying I blacked her eye. I ain't saying all that. Like up here, not all it is. It was up here. It was turning purple, like by her eyebrow. And I beat that girl up. I don't know how. I don't even remember for real. I only remember a couple of things, but yeah. So yeah, I got let off with a warning. I didn't get in trouble because it was like it wasn't my fault. I was really just defending myself, and I don't know why I said this to her, but I was like, I would have hit her, but everybody seen her pull my hair, and I ain't want to seem weak. That's exactly what I said to her. I'm surprised she was like, girl, if you don't, because you know, any other time you say that to like a teacher or a principal, they be like, okay, but why does it matter? Like, you know, stuff like that. Like, it don't matter if you seem weak. You just not supposed to be fighting. But I think she just completely bypassed the fact that I said that. But that was the dumbest thing I could have said that day. Because that really, most of the reason, the only reason why I really did hear her back, because like I said, I'm not a fighter, I'm a fighter, and I'm not going to see her. Especially not in school, buddy. I'm not trying to get suspended or expelled, none of that. But yeah, so I look out her face all messed up. I go back to class. Everybody like, you know, when you get into a fight, if you come back to class, everybody all up in your face asking you what happened. So one girl from T Squad, girl, I was so happy that I don't know why, but we're gonna call her. I'm gonna just say her real name because ain't no problem. Her name is Jaleesa. We was walking because when we came from art, we went back upstairs. Well, they went back upstairs. When we came from art, we got into the fight. We was in the office. They was back upstairs in the classroom. So when I went back to the classroom, we ended up going back downstairs to go to gym, I think. So I'm about to tell you exactly what Jaleesa said. We walking past the lunchroom door, and right there we fought. She was like, what did she say? She was like, remember that spot, something. I'm like, I'm thinking about it like this just happened today. What did you talk about? She was like, you beat her up or something like that. I'm like, okay, period. Like, I was like excited that she said that. Like, I was excited to get recognition from her. But it wasn't like, oh, she just the biggest, but she was. But at the same time, it wasn't like I never talked to her, and it's one of these situations where, oh, I never talked to her or whatever. We was in the same class for 3 years. Like, Jaleesa was in most of the T squad was in my class for all 3 of them years that I was at shows. So it was like I didn't know them and they didn't know me. We talked every once in a while, but it was just like they had so much credit, like in the school, like everybody knew who they was. Even the teachers, like even when I got on the cheer team, it was like I still didn't get as much recognition as they did. Like even with the cheer coaches, I feel like I still didn't get treated as good as I should have because I was a good cheerleader. But anyways, but yeah, we walked past the lunchroom and she was like, "Remember that spot? You beat her up or something." I'm like, "Yep." And I'm just laughing, girl. I didn't even know what to say. I'm just laughing. So we go to gym, and that was the end of it. But the story time ain't done, girl. Let me tell you. So we didn't see Sneak District for the rest of the day. I still don't know to this day where Two-Face went. I don't know, nor care. But the next day, we go back to the school. We outside. We didn't even get into the school yet because the way shows ran was some people would get to we would get to school early most of the time. And it's a side door, it's a couple of side doors. It's a side door, a back door, 2 side doors, a back door, and a front door. But we went to like one of the side doors where it's like a big old field at. So all the kids and stuff will be out there until they let us in for breakfast. So I just know I don't even think I said nothing to her or somebody said something to me and I replied to them honestly and I guess she got mad. And was trying to fight me again. She was like, "Girl, if you want to get it, you can get it again." I'm like, "Girl, you got beat up. Shut up. You want to fight again?" I'm like, "You want to fight again and you just got beat up. Like, what was the reason? What is you trying to do? Get a rebound? Get a rematch?" Girl, no. That's not what we're finna do. So I'm walking away because listen, I'm not gonna care. I was scared because we was outside and I was not trying to fight on no concrete. No, I don't care if I beat her up or whatever because I was still gonna get scratches. All of that. No, I was not trying to fight outside on no concrete. No. So I'm walking away. I'm like, "You want to get beat up again?" I was like, "I'm about to fight you. I just basically just skipped getting in trouble and getting suspended. So I'm walking away, like, cause first of all, I'm not about to fight you on no concrete and mess up my skin. No. Second of all, I already fought you and beat you up. What do you want to fight again for? So, come to find out, basically she didn't get suspended because I seen her the next day. But at the same time, sometimes in middle school people get suspended and come back to school anyway and not care. So that's probably what she did. I don't know. But yeah, girlie was weird. She was weird. Then like after we got out of school, me and her got into another argument and she seen her sending me Instagram videos on how she gonna beat me up and I'm like, do you not understand? Like, do you have a hard head? Like, I already beat you up. What do you want? Like, why are you still texting me on tip? Like, girl, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Because you're not nothing. Nothing at all. Not to me. But everybody that I spoke about in this video, I have no beef with. None of that. Not even Two-Face or Sneak District. I don't even talk to Two-Face. I stopped talking to her when we was in 6th grade. Like, when 6th grade ended, that was the last time I spoke to that girl. But Sneak District, she found me on Instagram, whatever the case may be. And mind you, when she found me on Instagram and she texted me, I was kind of on the fence because the last time I spoke to her, we was arguing, talking about fighting. So I'm like, how this finna go? But she was being nice, whatever the case may be, and all that. Oh, and mind you, after we got into the fight, like after them 2 days, like the day we fought and the day she tried to fight me, she ended up trying to be my friend. I was like, at first, I wasn't having it. I was like, girl, the door, leave me alone. But, I don't know. I ended up being cool with her. Like, she followed me around like a puppy dog, and I don't know why. This video is long, y'all. I'm gonna try to cut it as good as I can, but it's long. It's very much long. Because this one is 22 minutes, and the other one was like 15 minutes. I don't know. That's a long time. But, yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed me running off at the mouth about nothing, to be honest, because, listen. Y'all want to hear the story time about the missing candy? And my 9th grade almost get into a fight, because I didn't even get into the fight, but almost. Y'all want to hear anything about my 9th grade beef? Because I had a lot of 9th grade beef. It's really mostly 2 different situations, but they collided, and then it was just, y'all want to hear about my 9th grade beef? Let me know, because baby girl, that's tea right there, and I got receipts, everything. But at the same time, I don't know how I'm gonna show y'all the receipts because I'm recording on my phone, and that's where the receipts is at. I'm gonna figure it out though. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed me running off at the mouth. There's no video, I wish it was, but nobody recorded, and if they did, they didn't tell me. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. and share and turn on post notifications. Even though I don't post like that, I'm gonna start trying to post more. But yeah, this video is recorded on the 18th of August, and I'm probably not gonna upload it until the 20th because, baby girl, I don't feel like editing. But I'm like, I don't know, because this video is long. I'm still talking. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.